this is project number 1 in the Sparkle of the Season class kit. And you can always check out my website, www.carolbcrafts.com, to see what class kit I'm offering with the qualifying purchase. And you can also find the host code there that you have to use to get your free kit. Okay, so let's just dive right in. So I did have my paper, and I found out where my paper was. It was with the Halloween stuff for the next class that starts tomorrow, the Halloween class, the Frightfully Cute class. It was in a bin with that stuff, so that's why I couldn't find it, because I'm using this paper in that class as well. So let's take a look at our card. This time I'm going to look at the card and do a little investigating so I don't make mistakes. So we do have ribbon, so we don't want to mess up and not put our ribbon on before we put it on the front of the card. We have some stamping there, some stamping there, some stamping here, and then our little... Now this, You're So Sweet, It's Scary, where does that come from? I think that comes from the Halloween kit. Let me look. So since I have this out, I'll just get a plug in here for the Frightfully Cute class. This starts tomorrow, September 15th. But this is where I got the You're So Sweet, It's Scary. So if you want to try something else on the inside that you might already have, or if you've purchased this, then you'll be able to use that. Moving right along. Okay, so let's see. This is from the Basic Borders dies. I took this and I took a piece of basic black and where is that? 2 inches by 5 3/8, and then I just... Did I do it on this side or that side? Okay, I just kind of did this 2 inches by 5 3/8, and I just kind of had it at an angle and cut it like that. And I'm not even in camera, am I? I've got to get used to this new setup. So yeah, 2 inches by 5 3/8, and I cut it at an angle. If you guys want to make more. All right, let's get our 8.5 by 5.5 thick basic white and scored at 4 1/4. This is a landscape card. That's what they call them when they're this way. This way is portrait. This way is landscape. So we know we've got some ribbon right here. So this is a piece of DSP, and it's from that the DSP with the little dogs and cats. Sweet Stockings, that's what it's called, Sweet Stockings. And then this is going to go right here. Make sure you get the side that is neat. It's higher on this side than that side. So this is DSP 4 by 5 3/8, and it's going to go there. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put that on with glue. So I'm just going to put some glue along the back here. Not a lot. And I'm going to put it on the bottom, meet it in the corners so that it's nice, flush up against the edges. Now the ribbon it's about 5/8 from the bottom. So the bottom of the ribbon is 5/8 from the bottom of this. So I'm going to mark 5/8 here and 5/8 here, which is probably not in camera, but that's okay. So this mark and this mark, I know that the bottom of my ribbon is going to be on that, and this ribbon is 7-inch black glittered organdy ribbon. It's really nice. It's very versatile for different holidays. I'm going to take my seal, my Stampin' seal, and put a few little marks right here just above that line that I made. Find my curve so that the curve is curving around the right direction. Here's my mark, and here's my mark over here, and it looks pretty even. So I can put this on the front of my card. Make sure it's opening in the right direction. Use my seal, Stampin' seal for that. If it doesn't want to turn, just make it turn. Put some on the ribbon and then some here. It's very sticky, but that's good. So we have like a 1/16 of an inch all around. I think that's how much it's supposed to be. It looks to me almost though like there's an 1/8 of an inch at the top and a 1/16 all around there. Now I know that my sentiment is going to go here, so I'm going to just put a little glue dot underneath there, but I've got to go get them. Here they are. So take your pick tool and lift it up. Try to keep it as flat as possible, and then put it under there where that sentiment's going to go, and that gives it a little bit of support. And what next? We're going to stamp on our moon. This moon is, where did I get this moon? It is the 3rd smallest circle die from our circle dies. So you would count from the smallest, 1, 2, 3. So 3rd from the smallest. That's going to be, we're going to use our darling little bats for that. And then what else are we stamping on? We're stamping on this. This is the inside. So we'll be stamping on that. And then lastly, inside your envelope is going to be your embellishments, which we don't need them right now, so we're going to leave them in there. And then these 2 labels, which are from the messages dies, and you only need 1, but I give you 2. So most of these I think will be die cut except for the black. Yeah, I think I might have given you basic black for the inside. So guess what? We're going to do basic black for the inside. Whatever you have, if you have basic black, which is 4 and 5 1/4, or if you have crushed curry, you just use whichever one you have. I kind of think it looks better with the crushed curry, but I'm going to use the basic black because it is Halloween after all, so black works just fine. And then once we get that stamped, we can put it on the inside. So this is die cut. These are all die cuts. Put that aside for now. And let's get our stamps. We're going to need the Happy Halloween stamp because it is Halloween. So Happy Halloween right here. and then the little 3 little bats. And is that's all we need, right? Oh, and then whatever sentiment you're going to use. I'm going to be using the You're So Sweet It's Scary from the Frightfully Cute. Then you notice these are rubber and these are photopolymer, so there's going to be a little bit of a change going on there in a minute. Get our stamp apparatus out. Okay. And you'll probably want your scratch piece of paper too that you use. Random stamp pad. Keep that level. Your 4x6 window sheet. Let's start with Happy Halloween. Just here in the bottom left corner, and that is photopolymer, so I'm going to hold that down so it doesn't go crazy when I lift it up. This is going to be in black. Where is my black? Here's my tuxedo black, Memento tuxedo black. I don't know if this is the one that is got ink on it or not. I guess we'll find out. It has some ink on it, so good. I'm going to take one of these, and I had put a little bit of snail right here, and already I got ink on that, so I'm not going to be able to use that. Darn it, I don't even know. Probably when I opened my ink container. All right. I'm going to slip that under, line it up. You want to leave equal distances on each side for your little gems. Center it. I'll put my tape on it. That's my new trick. Putting my tape on it to keep it from going crazy. Oh, good. Happy Halloween. Now I'll probably need this again. I'll be careful not to get ink on that from my fingers. Clean off my plastic. Get my baby wipes out. My Honest wipes. 99% water. So hopefully they're not going to hurt my stamps. This time I'm going to do my bats. And they're going to be flying kind of this way. And wipe off this. And dry it off. I'm going to go ahead and put my Halloween, whoops, that's the wrong one. Put it back here, Happy Halloween. This is a nice little Happy Halloween to have. It's a good size. Okay, so I'm going to pick those up. Put that back in the corner. Ink that up with Memento Tuxedo Black. Now if this is the first time using it, you might need to ink it up really good, because when you first use stamps, they don't always take ink right away. Okay, I'm going to get my yellow. I can see I got ink on that too. Darn. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Now I do want to show you that you're going to put a bat here, so you want to put your bats kind of over to the left, but not all the way to the left. Just kind of flying over there. Just make sure you leave room for a bat here. Ink up. And of course this colored cardstock is like a sponge to ink. So you want to make sure that you use your stamp apparatus and that you ink that up really well so that you get a good image. All right, there's our moon. I'm going to flip it over or pull it off there. Next, for stamping, we're going to put bats here and here. So our bats are already in place, so we know that that's where it's going to stamp. So if we bring our paper in, we can slide our cardstock 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5. It's going to be going in that direction a little bit. Where is my ink? Okay, so we'll stamp those. And then we're going to want to get these back in place. And this time we're going to put them back in this bottom corner here. It's hard to pick that up because it likes to stick. All right, so this one's, we want them flying kind of over in that direction. And get my ink. This is such a cute little stamp with these little bats. I just love it. All right, so now we're done with that. Let's wipe the bats off. And let's get our sentiment. Now, whatever sentiment you're going to use, but whoops, remember I told you to have to make a change. So this is, I use for photopolymer, but I'm going to be using now, clean off my stamps here. I'm going to be using rubber stamps. And I'll tell you something I figured out today. Well, actually, a while ago, earlier this week. I used to use, sometimes when you use your rubber stamps, they, you can tell that they're not quite, they don't quite touch. So without this, I can see, if you look, it's higher on this side than it is on that side. That also means that your stamp isn't going to be touching. So this part of my stamp here is not touching the board. So I have to push it down. Well, then I get a smooshed image on this side. So what I found is this is the grid paper, the small grid paper. I'm using, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 sheets. You can figure it out. I add that in the corner. And then when I lift it up, look at that. It's straight across. So that's how you can kind of tell when you're using these rubber stamps. Okay, so I'm going to get my plastic. Put this, you're so sweet, it's scary. Make sure it's not upside down. Or whatever one you're going to use. And ink that up. stamp my image. Now I'm going to slide this underneath there to put it right here. Try to get it even, level. Hope I don't have to stick my head in. It's hard to tell. Let me bring that up a little bit. You're so sweet, it's scary. I'll bring it over a little bit. Yeah, that's good right there. Okay. So, ink that up. You're so sweet, it's scary, or whatever you're using. All right, guess what? That's our stamping. So I'm going to clean everything up. This. And this. Okay. Now, I think we're done with our stamping. Are you ready to do some die cutting? And off there, here. I'm going to go ahead and put this away because I don't want to lose it. Put my bats away too. I don't want to lose them. I guess they're up here in the corner. All right. So this is a sweet little Halloween card that is fun. It's a fun little Halloween card. The thing I like best about it is this little broom right here. That little broom. All right, so we have a piece of crushed curry, and it is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to get our dies. Maybe. Seasonal Swirls dies. And we're going to use the one with stars. The stars right here. That's going to go around our, and then we're also going to use for the crushed curry the broom. We're actually going to cut the broom twice. We're going to cut it with soft suede, and then we're going to cut it with crushed curry. We have some bats. Here's my bat die. Cute little bat die. We're going to cut that with the sparkly paper, glitter paper. This is going to be the broom, and then this is going to be what? I don't know what that's for. You know what? I think that was for. Originally, I was going to do the bats in black, and then I decided to do them in sparkly. So I don't think, if you got a piece of black, we don't need that. But the sparkly black is 1 1/2 by 2 inches. Soft suede is 1 inch by 2 inches. Okay, I think that's all I need to tell you right now. I'm going to bring in my big boss. Bring in the boss. Hopefully it will fit in camera. All right, so let's do the star wreath and the broom first. Star wreath and broom. Here's my top. I've got 1, 2, 3, and a 3. Okay. Easy peasy. Probably gonna have to use take your pick tool to get that out. Just poke in the holes here. Maybe. Unless it's just really stubborn. Okay, and then we have this. It's very delicate, so be careful with it. Let me clean this off. Okay, and next let's do a broom and the soft suede. Now I have put some adhesive on the back, adhesive backing, the adhesive sheets that we sell. I put some adhesive backing on that. Makes it easier to adhere to your card. I try to do sweet things like that for you when I can. So it makes your life a little easier. Okay, so there's our broom and the soft suede. And then we need to do 3. Is it 3? Let me just make sure. It's not on the inside. Nope. Okay, so 3 of our darling little bats in the glitter paper, the black glitter paper. So that's 1. Come on, get out of there. 2. And lastly 3. I like bat dies and bat punches. I don't know what it is about. I just do. I like bat punches and bat dies. And this is a really sweet little bat die. Okay. And I like that this Sparkle of the Season is so versatile. It's got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Okay, are we ready to put together? Let's go ahead and put this on the inside here, so we don't do anything to it that we don't want to. So it looks okay with the black. It looks fine. Our Happy Halloween is going to go here, but before we do that, we need to make sure that we have room for our broom. Now, you have 2 brooms, and hopefully you can get yours up off your desk better than I can get mine. It doesn't want to come up. So this one has the adhesive on the back. This is the handle part, and then this is the broom part. So we need the straw part. So we're just going to take our scissors and snip off the crushed curry broom handle, and we're going to glue this onto the front with just some tiny dots of glue. Not a lot. You can see tiny bit, and not getting crazy with it. And then I'm going to set this on top like this and line it up so that it looks perfect as I can get it. I mean, it is a broom, but it looks cuter if you line it up perfectly. Still have to get used to being in camera, sorry. All right, so now we want to make sure that we have room for this over here, and it's gonna be a little bit down below the ribbon. The yellow part is, it looks like. And then our Happy Halloween is there. I'm going to put the Happy Halloween on with some glue dots. So I think probably 4 glue dots. 1, twist away, 2, twist away, 3, twist away, and then 4, twist away. That should stay on there pretty well. And I want it up here next to my broom, over my ribbon. Ta-da! So when I have room for my broom over here, I'm going to take your pick tool again, and I'm just going to take that backing off. I'm going to try using this. Might need my fingernails, but I just did my nails, so I hope I don't need them. Alright, little broom, gonna go kind of down here, and then you're gonna push it down. So sweet. It's so sweet. Now our moon is going to go over here, and our stars, so we got moon and stars, and star is going to go over here. So kind of figure out where you want that moon to be. This is about a ½ an inch from the edge. Okay, so the moon, I guess I will put that on with, I'm going to mark the top of that. Hopefully I'll be able to see that. I'm going to put that on with some glue dots. 4 glue dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find my mark. I'm going to cover it up. And there's my bats flying off to the left. Here is this. Now this we're going to put on with glue. We're going to glue down our little stars, our tiny little stars, with our dots of glue method. Just basically touching, not really squeezing too hard unless I need to. Sometimes the tip gets clogged up and you might have to take your fingers and pinch away the glue if it's not coming out. I have to do that sometimes. These areas where it's joining, where I have a little bit more room, putting glue dots there. All right, I'll hold it up so you can see my glue dots, or not glue dots, but dots of glue. Okay, and that's going to go around the moon, like so. And I guess I will take my ribbon and push it down here and hold it down till it's. Now that star could have been here. I think it would have been better if it was. This one doesn't want to stay down, but it is what it is. My bat is going to go here, and it's going to go on with glue dots. You can put a glue dot here in the center and then just kind of push it underneath the bat. It won't show too much. And then get my, ow, stuck myself. Which one is it? It's this one. You can push it back a little so that it's not showing. All right, so there is one bat there. Then we got a couple more bats over here. One's flying in that direction and one is flying in this direction. But you can put them any way you want. Again, I'm going to do a glue dot. And kind of push it behind gently. And this guy's going to go right here. And this guy, or girl, it could be a girl bat, is going to go over here. And then the last thing we have to do is to get our little gems. These are small. I have two small matte black dots. One's going to go here, even with that little point, and then one is going to go here, even with that point. All right, I hope you enjoyed making this card with me. I think it's a sweet little Halloween card, not too difficult. Fun to make. Really shows the versatility of the Sparkle of the Seasons stamp bundle. Our next two cards are going to be Christmas cards. So today's Tuesday, so Thursday will be the card number 3, which is a Christmas card, and then the following Tuesday will be card number 4, which is also a Christmas card. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.